Hello YouTube, Louie here. I wanted to do a quick commentary on the price action of silver and gold today, and then a larger review of what's going on with commodities, and then some predictions. I've been looking to buy some silver recently to do some pouring, but holding off because I really thought silver would be headed back down towards 15. And that has not occurred. Matter of fact, it's been going up and up. And when it hit 1750 this morning, I darn near bought. But I thought, I'll hold down. I noticed that there were some other countervening things happening in the markets, and then APMEX came out with their silver at spot deal, and I said, oh shoot, now I know, don't buy. So I didn't, and silver did get smacked down today, as Salivate said. But looking to the future, I think silver could easily get back into the 16s, and I'll probably look to buy again around 1650. But that's the short term. I think things are changing, and this is not going to be a silver pumping video, but after following this stuff for, since 2014 anyway, every day, things seem to be different today than they were this time a year ago or a year before that. There seems to be a genuine spark of inflation occurring. And of course the stock market is at all-time highs. Everything's at all-time highs and all-time bubbles. And I don't think that can last forever. And I think that's also part of it. So I was doing a review of stocks and averages of the different segments of the stock market, commodities and stocks, and then housing. And what I think is happening is, I think that people with money or mutual funds or people that are heavily invested in stocks are starting to take money off the table. I think what they're doing is, I think they are moving to hard assets. And I noticed that the last time back around between 2007 and 2009, the time of the Great Recession, the housing bubble, the stock market crash, that immediately during and after the stock market crash, a lot of money flowed into hard assets, such as commodities. All right, so I'll get to my point here in a minute, but I noticed on the stock charts that a lot of hard assets are breaking out. Aluminum, copper, steel, and other commodities, fertilizers, coal, oil, companies that trade in lithium or produce lithium, chemicals, etc. And also precious metals are going higher. So those things, there seems to be, what I'm thinking is there is a rotation out of stocks because we're at a top. I think we are anyway, and into something else. And I think that something else is physical assets, hard physical assets. I think there's a rotation into metals, precious metals, because that explains why we never cracked back down into the 14s at the end of last year. There's been tremendous support. I have also been exposed to commercial real estate, and I will tell you that people that are doing big commercial real estate deals are building in higher rates of inflation into their option years. They're expecting inflation to come back. The other thing that has happened recently is the 10-year yields have cracked above 2.5%, and they did it very quietly. It's been repelling against that number for some time now, but now we're inching over it, and I didn't see where it wound up today. It could have come back down. And I'm actually short bonds, so interest rates going up are good for me. But So I think that also signals that inflation is starting to loom. I think things are getting more expensive. I think, perhaps liquidity is being sucked up from all the different parts of the market, and it's getting a little harder to find the raw materials and replace inventory that people need to expand their businesses. So I think we could be at the beginning of a breakout. And I have been, looking at and trading the silver range between $20 and $15 for a while now. But I think I'm going to go back to flat out buying, okay? Because it seems to me like if we drop back again into the 16s, or maybe lower, I think it's time to start loading up again. And I know some of you are actually divesting, and you're divesting and you're buying crypto, and you're divesting and you're buying a house, and you're buying the stock market averages. But I don't know. I see tops there, and I think if you're going to be in the market, I think inflationary assets may be a good place to be for a little while. Ultimately, all of the hard assets crashed within a year of the stock market turning down. So they all came back down. But boy, there are some serious breakouts occurring in commodities, metals and such. Okay, that's all I have to say. So, I think on the way back down into the 16s, I think I'm a buyer of silver and gold, but mostly silver, because it's looking really strong to me. It's looking like it might be the move. And I'm not predicting $1,000 silver. I'm not even predicting $50 silver, not right now. But I'll tell you, the move from 1750 to 20 would be a pretty serious occurrence. And once it cracks 20, and once gold cracks 1,500, Katie, bar the door. So